This supposed to be the suburbs or whatever, but it's not giving suburbs.
Drop the beat.
It's giving hood. It's giving block. It's giving hood. It's giving block. I heard pow, 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 pow. He got shot. I heard pow, 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 pow. Giving block. I was sleeping. I had heard something. I heard pow, 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 pow.
What's up, good folks? Welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Bernicia, and you're here with N.E.X.T. Now, y'all, we see the title. We're here to talk about what went down this past Sunday on Zeus's new show, Love Cabin. Okay, so we are on episode 4, and things are really starting to pick up. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting into it. I'm seeing more people starting to get into it. So, without further ado, let's talk about it. Okay, so the episode pick up with this pointless ass challenge that Ray J started. Like, basically, he had it set up Diddy style. I mean, the baby oil and everything. Basically, the girls had to give the guys a massage. And whoever got their guy hard first was the winner of the challenge. But unfortunately, there were several factors that just wasn't equating to these niggas getting hard. Like, for example, it was cold. I don't know about y'all, but I mean, I'm a woman. I'm not too keen to fuck in the cold. So I can't imagine a man trying to get hard in the cold. Okay. So I'm just saying. So they already in the cold. And you have all these people watching you, waiting on your little man to rise and see the sun. That gotta be fucking weird. So quite naturally, none of the guys were able to get hard. Okay, it had nothing to do with the women. It's just the simple fact that the whole point of the whole challenge itself was idiotic and freaky. Ray J, we need to do something about him. Okay. Anywho, basically, like I said, the challenge was pointless. Everybody was like, they just couldn't get it. So then, so Thanos suggests that maybe it was the coupling. Like, maybe the couples are mixed up. That's why nobody could really get into it. So at that point, that's when Ray J was like, well, who you really want to be with? Of course, Thanos goes for Sheila. Okay. So when he asked Sheila how she felt, surprisingly, Sheila was like, oh, well, I guess at this point, Sheila, you just like whoever the fuck like you. It just is what it is. Because first it was, she seemed like she didn't really like John, but she agreed with him. The same thing with Thanos. I don't really see a real connection with them, but whatever. And so Ray J then paired Trap and Desi together. I don't know what it is about that. It's like he'll pair them together and then separate their ass and then pair them together. Anywho, he pairs them together. And then he asks Trap, like, if you can date anybody to the end of the show, who would it be? And he was like, to be honest, nobody. Oh my God, you should have seen the salty look on Althea's face. First of all, at this point, girl, you shouldn't have no feelings attached. When you fucked him, that should have been that. Because first of all, why'd you fucking this man the second night? If you would have gave him a little bit of time, you would have seen the red motherfucking flags keep presenting themselves. Look, whatever. And so Desi surprised me because when Ray J asked her who she wanted to be paired with, I'm thinking she for to say Michael. This bitch say Trap. And I'm like, damn, I thought that she knew better. I guess she still want to test those waters and see what those waters is about. Even though he don't already fucked out there. Even though he sat there and said that if he could pick somebody, he would pick none of those hoes. So why the fuck would you still, whatever. If you think that there's something left to explore out of that, young man, then go ahead. By all means, girl. I thought you was smarter than that. Whatever. So anyway, at this point, this is when Ray J brings in the new flames. Okay, so in walks Bree and Jaron, whatever. Okay, now Bree, she's a very pretty girl. A little bit on the slim side. She kind of give me her and Desi. I feel like, as far as looks, her and Desi to me are the more attractive girls, just in a more natural way. She's on the slim side, slim pretty type. And then you got fucking Jerron. Me personally, I don't like look, them beige ass niggas can go. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them at all. But I personally like my meat darker. Okay, so for me, Jerron is just, I guess you can call him handsome. But he kind of give me weird vibes. Like the nigga catch a charge, catch a case, a felony, stab you, shoot you. He kind of give me those vibes. So anyway, right away when Ray J asked Bree who she wanted, Bree said, "I want him." Trap. She didn't give a fuck because what's her name was standing there. Desi was standing there. So homegirl gave Trap this kiss, and the way that they was kissing, the way she sucked his face and was all on him, I would have thought that they knew each other forever.
Ooh. Bye.
I mean, she came in hot and she was all over the man. I was like, well, damn. I say, Trap, well, aren't you a popular nigga today? Like, what the fuck? All the hoes want you. Like, for real. I'm telling y'all, ladies, stay away from them popular ass niggas. Them popular ass niggas ain't the ones, okay? They too busy being popular, okay? You don't want to get caught up and be another notch on a nigga's belt. Like, you know what I'm saying? Why? Niggas like that too though. They'll see a bitch everybody been on fucked in the neighborhood, and they'll still turn around and wait their turn to fuck. Like, I don't get it. What's up with being with somebody who is just out there? Now, don't get me wrong. It's to each his own, okay? But me personally, give me the one that sit in the fucking corner in the cut that nobody fucks with, okay? Give me him. Because what him gonna do is treat me better, not stress me out. And 9 times out of 10, he ain't catching all the fucking STDs that all these popular ass niggas catching. Because all the hoes want to fuck the popular niggas, okay? So that's how things should work. But whatever the case is, Jerron picks Althea. Now this is very interesting. So both of them pick the 2 people that don't slept together. Look, it is what it is. This is bound to be a love triangle in the making. Anyway, Mike ends up back with Desi. Back where he started. And then Ray J lets it be known that that Mike and the new girl Bria know each other from before the show. So y'all clock that tea, okay? We're gonna come back to them. So anyway, Ray J then announces that one couple is gonna get to spend the night alone in the boom boom room, whatever the fuck room you call it, the love making room, the shack. I don't know. And so John and Chloe gets picked to go in the room for the night. So here go John to myself. I'm about to go crazy. He told himself, I'm about to fuck that bitch through the mattress. Yeah, that bitch gonna need a wheelchair. I was like, child, one thing I know is that any man that like the brand like that really ain't piping like that. I'm just saying, like, what the fuck? Anywho, child. So the boys split up. The boys and the girls split up. And so there's some interesting conversations going on, okay? So the boys is having a talk in the kitchen, and we get to know a little bit more about Jaron, okay? So apparently he's from the Bronx, New York. When I say he gave me a little cray-cray vibes, no offense to my New York people, but listen, dude give me a little, he got a flip switch, okay? And then John starts being messy. John starts being real fucking messy because then he tells Jaron that Althea and Trap slept together. And so Jaron was like, well, damn, why nobody told me? Why nobody threw a bat signal or something like? But my thing is, too, I kind of felt the ways about this because this is what I was saying in my last video recap. A nigga can be fucking 24/7 bitches, but then like for example, in this situation, ain't nobody side eyeing Trap. You know what I'm saying? Because he already don't slept with somebody too. Ain't nobody side eyeing him, but they side eyeing Althea. You know what I'm saying? Like, she ain't gonna be forgiven for her sins, but as far as Trap concerned, like, he ain't gonna be considered damaged goods.
Yo, life is tricky. Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? It's not right. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Althea, girl, listen, child, we'll get to it later. And so anyway, now we switch to the girls real quick. So the girls was talking about Althea was talking, you know, trying to, you know, saying her little piece about how she felt the little ways about Trap, and you know what I'm saying, how she was getting in her feelings a little bit. And so as she's saying that, the new girl Bria walk in, and the first thing this heifer say is, which bed is for me and my new man? Okay, so she already laying down the law, like she just like, fuck you hoe.
Ooh. Bye.
Bitch, be mad. But I know why she putting on like that, because she probably feels like Desi, you know what I'm saying? She probably feels a little tension with Desi. And to be honest, their personalities seem to be a lot similar. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see. And so Althea calls herself warning, what's her name? The girl, Bria. She called herself warning Bria about Trap. You know what I'm saying? Which in all essence she wasn't lying, but at the end of the day, like, bitch, you shouldn't give no fucks. Like, I don't even see why Althea is getting in her feelings. You know what I'm saying? Especially considering what she's gonna do next. Okay? Hold that thought. And so, oh yeah. And she had the audacity to call Trap a hoe. It takes one to know one, I'll tell you that. Okay? So then Desi asked Bria about, like, what's her situation with Kels, okay? And mind you, she calls my Kels, okay? Like, you gave this nigga a little cutesy nickname. So apparently Bria does music, R&B music, and she claimed that her association with Mikhail is mostly professional. Like, he came and he did a couple of videos, like he was in a couple of her videos or whatever. Woo! Honey, that's what your mouth say. So anyway, back to the boys. Here goes the whole Bria and Michael situation coming up again, because now at this point the guys are talking about it, right? And here goes John. John is all up in motherfucking Kel's shit. He's like, so what's going on between you and Bria? You and a new girl. So Mike was like, nothing. He was like, so you ain't hit that? Mike, and the thing that pissed me off too, like, instead of denying it or answering the question, which he made it worse, like, you could have just said yeah or no, nigga. Like, yeah or no. Like, lie or keep it funky. It is what it is. Yeah or no. It was a yes or no question. But he kept making these facial expressions and saying no comment and making it all extra. Like, part of me want to believe that maybe it wasn't nothing, but then again, if it was something, it's like, you already telling it by the way that you acting. You insinuating that it was something by simply not saying no. You could have said nothing happened. Whatever. I hate niggas like that. Like, you so happy to be recognized on a bitch pussy don't make no sense. But anyway, I guess Trap got frustrated because at this point John was already just opening up too many cans of worms. He had already done told the new dude that Althea and Trap don't fuck. So Trap feeling a little salty anyway. So he like, damn nigga, don't you got somewhere to be? And for the real shit, I forgot that John was supposed to be on his way to the boom boom room with Chloe. I had actually fucking forgot the way he had done all of everybody else's business, but you ain't up there trying to handle yours. Okay? So meanwhile, back on the other side with the girls. The girls are over there falsely hyping Chloe up. I mean, for real. Like, Chloe, at this point, girl, sis, slow down. We on dig number 2. I'm gonna need you to slow down. Relax. Calm down. When that bitch said that she was trying to feel all the flavors of the chocolate rainbow, she really was. She working her way down from big dick to little dick, okay? Like, for real. We already had dick number 1. Now you got big dick number 2. Girl, don't fuck nobody else. Please don't, because we don't need you to have that type. Girl, no. Just don't keep your coochie to yourself, okay? Now, this is a good question, ladies, because this next thing sparks a good question. Have you ever had sex with somebody and you wanted to delete him from your pussy catalog? Okay, because this is exactly what friend girl Chloe is going through. She said that she wanted to forget her experience with John. Let me tell y'all, the way that John was hyping himself up and bigging himself up about what he was gonna do when him and Chloe went in there, I expected for her to come out in a wheelchair. The way he was talking. Homegirl said dude didn't have no foreplay. He just basically wanted to flip her over, get down to business, and he was too rough. Now, here's the thing. If you got a big dick, doesn't necessarily mean that you're the funnest in bed. I'm just saying. If you know how to work it and finesse it, that's one thing. But if you don't, you just sticking, bitch, that's no fun. Not only that, from the sound of it, he got his rocks off and went straight to sleep. Didn't give a fuck about her and hers, okay? The worst, that's terrible. That's just terrible, okay? John, you're fired, all right? So, meanwhile, speaking of getting splacked, Chloe wasn't the only one getting splacked that night. Althea was getting splacked yet again. So, Kimmo, little sneaky ass, this nigga, his sneaky ass, he go tells Chloe, 10 minutes. So I guess they had to wait till the lights was out or wait 10 minutes, whatever the case was. But he put up a 10. He made a 10 motion with his hands. Anyway, homegirl snuck off with him. Had old dude that she was in the bed with, Jaren, looking like, damn, what the fuck? Like, he already knew what time it was when homegirl disappeared from the bed. I mean, you had to know what time it was. Anyway, I feel end up sleeping on the couch with Kimmo. We can guess what happened, okay? Kimmo is working his way around, and so is Althea. Listen. Once again, homegirl, put that pussy up. Please put that pussy up. I don't know if Althea fucking just because she want to fuck or she trying to get even with Trap. But at this point, bitch, stop. Okay, cut it out. Okay. So anyway, the next morning, we catch Trap is in the brightest of mood. So he jumping up, ripping the covers off everybody. We see that Jaren is still lonely in the bed, and he like, what the fuck is Althea? Althea comes creeping back in, looking like she been fucking all night. She just looked like she been fucking. Did the bitch shower? Because she looked like she was fucking all night. And so John and Chloe, they finally they get up. We see John and Chloe. Now, here's the thing. You can clearly tell that Chloe was not satisfied, happy. That little fake laugh she gave John when he told about some how your pussy feel. Bitch, horrible. It feels like it still need to be worked. Because from the sound of it, he didn't do what he supposed to did. I hate a nigga like that. I would have had to tell him, like, nigga, somebody got to tell you the truth, bitch. Like, it was not good. But she faked it till she made it, I guess, child. And this nigga had the audacity to say that he had a post-nut clarity. Like, what? A post-nut clarity as in you can't fuck? Like, that's what it was, okay? So, anyway, at this point, Kimmo already sitting up on the bed like, I know this nigga for to come in talking shit. He already done fuck my little side piece. So, I know he for to come in talking big shit. And that is exactly what he did. He came in to myself, you'll never get your bitch back. You'll never get your bitch back. And I'm thinking to myself like, Chloe, any moment, tell this nigga that he ain't did what the fuck he was supposed to do. Tell this nigga, okay? And Tia, the commentary had me fucking dying laughing. I swear. This lady gets funnier every episode. So anyway, Chloe said in her confessionals that John needed to take a few tips from Kimmo. So obviously Kimmo's like, everybody want a piece of Kimmo. Kimmo is working his way around too, child. Alright, so anyway, so John comes back in, of course, being obnoxious, right? So he looks over to his bed and see that Athena is laying in the bed. Athena and Jaren is in his bed now. So he was like, what's up with that? Jaren's like, oh, the bed wet, or whatever. So he was like, what? Athena, you were fucking in my bed? I think it was like, no. He said, what you pissing on yourself then, nigga? With you and your fucked up hairline, you pissing. I said, God, to be more careful. John got a mouth on him. And I thought that Jaren would have snapped on him right away because he was already like coming for the dude juggler. But that is to be continued, okay, guys? I'm not gonna spoil it. Okay. So anyway, we see the girls in the in the vanity room, and Chloe is in that bitch line trying to make it seem like she had a good night. Bitch, just keep it funky. Warn these girls about John, because John think he finna go work his way around the crew. Please warn these girls, okay? God, to be more careful. Okay, so anyway, Ray J tells the group that they finna go on an outing, okay, and then he splits the group up into two separate groups, okay. So one group gets to go wine tasting, the other group goes to the bar, okay. Now this was a very strategic and messy split, okay, because I noticed that the wine tasting group was 3 Pacific couples, okay. Mike Hill and Althena, Desi and who the fuck was Desi paired with? Desi and fuck. So Desi and Mike, Althea and Jaren, and fucking Trap and Bria. Okay, so those three, those three couples cross mingled with each other. Was put on the same Sprinter van. On the other Sprinter van, it was all the other couples. Now I'm gonna call that Sprinter van the lit van because obviously they was having way much more fun than what was going on in the Sprinter van with the other couples. Now, when it comes to the Sprinter van with Mike them, now Trap said that he felt some kind of way towards Mike because he's like every time he would hug Bria, Mike seemed like he can feel Mike looking at him and staring at him, right? And so he just trying to the way he's saying it, he like, I'm just trying to get to the bottom of what's really going on with y'all, right? Now, this is where things get interesting because Jaren says in his confessionals that there was a conversation had off camera where basically Mike confirmed that he fucked Bria, okay? And so Jaren went back and told Trap and Desi what had happened. So Desi and Trap, they sit up here asking questions, but they already know what's up. They just want Mike and Bria to admit what's going on. But see, there was a point where Desi whispered something to Trap and Mike got real defensive. He went to low-key like snapping, like getting mad because they confronting him with like, okay, nigga, but what's the big secret though? If y'all smash, just admit it, just say it. But on the other hand, you got Bria. Bria's like, Mike, say something. Like, she's saying that they just friends. She trying to stick to a certain story, but he already don't spill the beans. So he ain't gonna say nothing, girl, because he already don't told the niggas off camera what time it was. He ain't for to say nothing in your face when he already been stamping his way on your pussy, girl. Girl, listen. So this already is just looking real messy, and for some strange reason, I feel like this has made kind of low key turn Trap off to old girl, but who knows, child? Who knows? Child, who knows? Anyway, this is pretty much where the episode goes off with this awkward little scene in the van. And so next time on the preview for next time, we see that Chloe seems like she's in a hot seat. Like, for some reason, she catching 99 scrapes from John. John just selling the hot, saying, shading her or whatever the case is. And I wonder what that's about. I have an idea of what that may be about. But, we'll get there. Okay, we'll find out. So it looks like next episode is going to be really good. Not only that, but things is going to come to a head between John and Jaren. They going to end up going to fisticuffs, okay? And with John's fucking mouth, I would have been hit his ass. I'm just saying. So we're going to see what's going to go down and if John got the hands to back up all that motherfucking mouth. Okay, so with that being said, folks, I'm out, folks. Deuces.